What's up, everyone? Welcome to Game Scrubs episode number 39. We are back. We're back, and it's almost Halloween. It's been a little while, so I guess we're rusty. I'm rusty. That's for damn sure. Ooh-wee. Shoot. I'm one of your hosts, Cal. Joining me, as always, as per usual, as most of the time, when not ailed by anything. Jake, how you doing?
I am alive. I'm well. Popping back. Coming back hard. Just happy to not feel like garbage anymore. Happy to be able to stay awake for more than a couple hours at a time. Just really happy. I never lost my sense of smell and taste, so I'm doing good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Really good. Yeah, I'll be honest. I was nervous. When you said you were getting a test, I was like, oh, fuck. Because, I mean, you don't usually get a test unless, you feel like you've had the contact.
Exactly.
So
it was a very stressful 2 days before I found out, and then just finding out, and then just really everything escalating from there. It was rough. Like, the day that I found out, I was like, oh man, I'm not feeling hot. So I'm like, oh boy, this could be bad. This could be real bad. Then it turned out to be really shitty, but not as shitty as it could have been.
Right. And that's actually where I think, honestly, I kind of want to just lead off with you describing the experience for yourself, at least.
Oh, for sure.
If you don't mind.
No, not at all.
I don't want to get like too personal and like that, but no. I myself am definitely interested to hear like how it all went down.
Okay, so here's the thing. I mentioned it before we started streaming. Oh wait, no, sorry, I was talking to a coworker about it today. Very happy that I'm as young as I am, take care of myself the way that I do, because that was miserable. It was very similar to mono in the fact that I was always exhausted. I would just sleep a lot. But one of the things about it is I lost my appetite, which is really scary because you have to eat to heal. You have to eat and sleep and stay hydrated. I was never thirsty. I was never hungry. I was always tired. So I can see someone just spiraling into like a really, really bad state unknowingly, really. I had aches. I had a couple fevers, only a couple, and they weren't big. I think the worst I ever had was like 100.5, not 100.7 the Fox. Woo! But I fortunately had very mild fevers, and I just would take ibuprofen, bundle up, break them, and then sleep some more. I missed out on I didn't have a lot of symptoms that were very bad. Like, I personally did not have, like, diarrhea. I did not lose my sense of smell or taste. I never had, like, a shortness of breath, which is what I was really nervous about. I didn't have a tight chest or anything. I got very lucky. Ramona spent a lot of time on me, which was good. She'd just lay on me and purr, because, that's how cats think they help, which was really sweet of her. And now she's just an asshole again. I mean, she was when I was sick as well, but yeah, it was intense, but not as bad as it could have been. Like, when I first had H1N1, the first 2 days of having H1N1 was worse than my experience with COVID-19. But I'm also very lucky, because not as nearly as many people are as lucky as me. Like 225,000 people weren't as fortunate as I was to have the symptoms that I had.
Well,
So,
Jake, I mean, let's be honest. It is what it is as far as that goes.
gosh, I mean, it's unavoidable. Like, what can you
It's
even do?
what there's no preventative measures that could have been taken whatsoever for those 225,000 people.
Here's the thing: if you just act like it doesn't exist, it goes away, right?
Oh God.
That's how it worked with HIV. That's how it worked with. I mean, that was the Reagan administration's approach to HIV, and we all saw how that worked out, especially for San Fran back in the late '80s, early '90s. But yes, this is it was bad, but could have been worse. And I suggest to everyone always wear a mask when around other people. Regardless, just wear a mask. Unless it's the people you live with, just wear a mask around them. Like, even I have not seen my folks for months now. Actually, I saw them a couple months ago, but I wore my mask the whole time. They wore their masks when they were near me. We were outside kayaking and stuff, so they would take them off when they were kayaking, but in like 10, 20 feet away. But just wear your mask. Just wear your mask.
Yeah, that's about as isolated as you can get while also being social.
Exactly.
Everyone has their own damn kayak.
Exactly.
Unless they had a double kayak, but still.
Nope. That's it. So, you're trying to help. Yeah, I'm just trying to help with the herd immunity, Mach. That's exactly what I'm doing. Gosh. What was it? Fauci was like, the idea of doing a herd immunity is like a crime against humanity, basically. He's like, that's one of the most fucked up things you can do. Like, doing the, what's it called? Where you just get everyone sick and then the survivors basically survive. It's like, he was like, yeah, we can't do that. That's immoral and wrong.
That's the sort of shit that terminally ill fuck.
Oh, yeah. Rush Limbaugh.
He was like saying, well, I'm willing to die for my rights. Blah, blah, blah. It's like,
what he's actually
saying. I'm not willing to.
Yes.
I'm not willing to die for your rights.
Thank you.
I'm willing to die for, I'm not, well, I don't know. I'm not really willing to die at all.
Yeah, honestly. I know I was talking to my mother and I was like, yeah, I saw on her Facebook that someone she was friends with said something really shitty about masks. And I didn't say anything. It took a lot of personal strength not to, and she didn't either. And she's like, yeah, it's been great. I've just been unfriended by so many family members and people in the community. I'm like, she's just talking about wearing a damn mask, and that's what's happening. I'm like, geez, my mom's type 1 diabetic. She's like, I would be horrified if she got COVID.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, when she's talking about just wearing a mask, and people are getting so upset with her, I'm like, wow, you guys are something else. Just don't get it. I just don't get it. Infringement of my rights. What a joke. You know what's an infringement of my rights? Making it so fucking difficult to vote. That's an infringement of rights right there. True infringement. Why is it easier for someone to vote from the International Space Station than it is for someone to vote in the county they live in?
Well, because you can't fake a vote on the International Space Station. Voter fraud is so high in space.
In space?
Space voter fraud.
Yeah.
Aliens are coming onto the ship. They're taking over everybody's minds, okay?
Mr. Dr. Persiman, thank you. Just get antibodies injected. That's a good strategy. One of my favorite things I saw was a New York Times article headline. Not even the article, the article was great too, but the headline was it was a quote from Trump, and it's like, it's not even that strong of a steroid. Donald Trump said, injected with one of the most powerful steroids on the market. I'm like, God. The real reason why we need the Space Force. Yeah, the GOP's plan is to have people on the moon. And it's like, yeah, I don't know, man. Just wild. Voter fraud in space. Increased space voter fraud. Oh my gosh. Yep. Yep, but it is it's the week of Halloween. And like it is the week of the best fucking Halloween, and there's a pandemic ruining everything. It's a harvest moon, right? Or blue moon?
It's a blood moon.
Blood moon. Thank you. Thank you. It's a full
No.
it's a blood moon.
Is it really?
I'm pretty sure it's a blood moon this year. Ah, it was the perfect Halloween, dude.
Blue, called the blue moon, second full moon. In a rare treat, the 2020 Halloween full moon will be visible to the entire world rather than just parts of it for the first time since World War II.
Yep.
So it is a blue moon.
Still.
Once in a blue moon.
Man, the amount of times I've heard my mother say that. What even is Halloween? This year, I don't even know. I'm going to be streaming Mario Kart on Halloween this year.
What day is that?
I think it's Saturday, right? Yeah, because it's a Saturday. It was a perfect Halloween. Right?
I gotta work at 5 a.m. on that next day.
That sucks.
I
Just
think. I'm not sure.
trick and yeet, says Mr. Dr. Person Man.
Oh, by the way, this is a little aside. As far as that GIF goes, yes.
Oh, 100%. I'll put it up right now.
Fuck yeah. I need to look up my own schedule and see what exactly my Saturday is also looking like.
Yeah, everyone get ready for Saturday. It's going to be a treat of a Mario stream. I'm working on something in Mario Kart right now. So that's good. And then there's also may or may not be dressing up for Halloween for it as well. I'm just hoping I don't get banned.
So we actually have to we have to determine when we're going to do the Halloween trick-or-treats in Animal Crossing.
Ooh, hell yeah.
All these Animal Crossing coffees trying to set up a nice spooky decor.
Nice. Hell yeah.
We gotta figure that out. We'll figure it out in the Discord.
I apologize, everyone. I was going to share a beautiful GIF in the Discord, but apparently it's too big. So I'll just share a different...
That's about right.
Okay. Oh, man.
I do not have much candy at all because I've been using it to craft little Halloween candy stations.
Nice. Hell yeah.
So that is something we will have to determine. I'm thinking... I mean, it has to be Saturday.
Yeah, right? Just sometime.
I work 6 to 4 on Saturday.
Ugh.
What time were you planning on streaming?
Oh, I'm not even gonna stream till like 11. I'll be back at work.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, we could probably do like a 8 p.m.
Oh, that's perfect. That's like a true trick or treating hours too.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll have to figure out a course of action. But we can do that in the Discord a little bit later.
Yeah.
I just kind of wanted to make sure that I got that out of my mind because it's been bugging me.
Real quick, I want to touch on why we are still on Hubie fucking Halloween. Is we're gonna be going deep into this and why it's rated way too low at 5.2 stars. But we're talking about Halloween candy. Cal, what's your favorite Halloween candy?
Fuck. God.
Hi.
You know,
It's a tough call.
I think see, here's the thing is like when you think of Halloween candy specifically, it's different from like, oh, what's your favorite candy bar, right?
Yeah.
Barbecue sauce.
That's his
A1
favorite
steak sauce. There you go.
Oh my god. Is that what you're gonna do when we hit 200 followers? Chug a bottle of A1 steak sauce.
Put it on the board.
We're getting there, y'all. We're getting there.
Well, everybody invite your friends, invite your moms, invite your dads, invite others to follow and subscribe to us.
Ooh.
So as far as Halloween candy goes, though,
Yeah.
I'm thinking like fun size stuff, right?
Oh, of course.
So Snickers is out. Twix, maybe in top 5, but not favorite, right? Kit Kat, also maybe top 5, not favorite. Okay. What I go for are those little fun size Reese's.
Oh,
The fun size like cups.
Mm-hmm. They're
You know what I'm
perfect.
talking about?
They're perfect.
Oh.
What about
Just like
individual? And they do individual cups too.
Yeah, those are the ones I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah.
Those tiny little fun size, like
The little
individual
ones. Dude, freezing those motherfuckers.
Yes.
So good.
Yes. I think that is my favorite Halloween, like, fun size candy.
Mach in the chat saying Almond Joy underrated. I actually was going to put Almond Joy up there as one of my go-tos. Like, because it's perfect. It's the good size. You get a whole, it's like an almond right in the middle. A little bit of coconut, milk chocolate. I'm more of a, if they did mounds with almonds, I'd be a lot happier because I like the dark chocolate and coconut.
Yeah.
If they'd throw an almond in that, that'd be perfect. But I get mounds.
They could call them almond mounds, and the almonds would be the mounds.
Exactly. It all makes sense.
Ooh, candy corn.
All coming together. Candy corn's actually, like, I love having candy corn and peanuts around Halloween.
I get tired of candy corn.
What about the candy pumpkins?
I mean, it's the same shit.
I know. That's the funny part. Oh, man. But I would say, like, a top tier candy for me, Halloween candy. Fuck. It might just be those Reese's peanut butter cups. Like, they're just so good. Like,
yeah. They really are.
Also, Halloween Reese's, the pumpkins are much better than, like, your regular Reese's peanut butter cup. That's a fact.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But yeah, that's a totally different topic. But I think that the Reese's pumpkins are definitely up there for me as well. Also, shout out to anyone who gave full-size candy bars trick-or-treating in Kelowna, Iowa back in the mid-2000s or late 90s.
People are awesome.
They are truly great humans. It's an old comic now, for like a newspaper comic. But the Grim Reaper that's going to get the old lady, and she's giving him full-size Snicker bars, and he's just like, oh shit, never
mind, you're good.
Yeah. I'm like, that's gonna be my mom. they get so few people at like their house that they're like, just take a couple handfuls of candy. So they have like their like usual 10 kids that come to their house that just like take everything. Butterfingers are like disappointing. Because the commercials were so good, I always wanted them to be good, but they're just like, Butterfingers just aren't that great.
They weren't so dry in the center.
Yeah.
So Basm's taking us down the direction where I want to go. Not necessarily Milky Way, although Milky Way is underrated.
Midnight Milky Way is
the most underrated of all candy bars.
No way.
And yes, is Three Musketeers.
I fucking knew you were gonna say that. Wow. I mean, okay, that's one of the reasons. Like, okay, Midnight Milky Ways. That's why those are S tier, because it's got the fluff of a Three Musketeer, and it's dark chocolate, and it's caramel. I'm like, hit me with it. But I agree with you. When I was younger, I used to inhale Three Musketeers. Like, I don't know what it is about that fluffy, weird chocolate in it that's so damn good that my brain just wouldn't, like, it triggered something in my brain that's like, yo, you need to eat a lot of these. As many as you can get your grubby hands on.
And like around Halloween is the only time I ever really go ham on them. The rest of the year, I'm just like, nope, I better not, because I will get diabetes and die, because I won't stop after getting the diabetes either.
Shout out to Basm for Salted Nut Roll is the most underrated candy, period. Because it's barely a candy, right? It's barely a candy bar. But
I would venture to say it's almost not. I guess that's still technically yes, but
I used to eat those when I was broke as shit. I would always eat salted nut rolls because I'm like, it's sweet, and I'm also getting some protein in here, and it's 2 for a buck, 2 for $1. Just like smash that nut button. Now, that's an organic nut button to go along with the redeemed.
That's a salted nut button right there.
Dude, you just gotta pound it for the salted nut roll. They're just the nougat, so good. Man, where do you sit on Baby Ruth's?
They usually wind up in the trash.
Oh shit! I mean, I never actively seek them. I can't tell you the last time I had one.
I think the last time I had one, it was like literally 20 plus years ago. It was that long. Yeah.
I'm actually an M&M fiend. Anytime they come out with new M&Ms, I always try them, no matter what it is.
Why the fuck did they stop putting the like normal packages of peanut M&Ms out? Now you can only get it in like the zip top bag.
What? Are you fucking kidding me?
The pretzel M&Ms.
Oh, the pretzel M&Ms. I thought you said peanut M&Ms, and I'm like,
I probably did, and I got confused.
Oh my god, dude, pretzel M&Ms. There was a time, I wish I had taken a picture of it at work. We had regular, which sat there forever because no one likes fucking regular M&Ms now. After you introduce any other kind of M&M, that's just like shit tier. Then we had peanut, pretzel, and caramel. Pretzel and caramel and peanut sold out, and peanut butter. Sorry, we had so many M&Ms at the vending machine at work. They all sold out in like 2 days. I would see people get like 3 packs and just like walk away pocket stuffed. Pretzel, like you said though, man, those pretzel M&Ms, too good.
Yeah. The thing that keeps me up at night and makes me like need a cold shower is the thought that, you know, there's a brown M&M that nobody is calling out for just being completely naked.
That's true. That's so true. It's so thick.
They're just like, okay, well, you are the same color as our insides, so, and we're no.
Okay, good question.
Is brown M&M the indigenous M&M?
No, the brown M&M is wildly inappropriate. Like they always portray that M&M as female as well. She's got like, it's like, not only is it the only naked M&M, it's the only female M&M.
No.
The green one. But like, green one was the OG. Like unnecessarily, like they were like, we need to find the person with the sexiest voice ever to voice this M&M. Well, you have fucking J.K. Simmons voicing the yellow M&M. And I'm like, he doesn't give a shit about.
They need to have Danny DeVito do the red M&M.
You remember when they did that Super Bowl commercial where he was the red M&M?
Yeah,
that was the best Super Bowl commercial. God. Okay.
Oh my god.
Good question for you. And Mach is throwing something in the chat that I actually have very strong feelings about. M&Ms in popcorn. What do you think of that?
I mean, around this time of year, okay, fine, maybe. But not on a consistent basis. No.
I don't
want that.
I don't put them together. Because even though they have... Do you want up? Even though they have their little shell, right? It's too much. If you're doing it right, the popcorn, like, you want the popcorn hot. Like, why the hell are you... I know, Ramona. Thank you. Why the hell are you eating room temperature popcorn when you could have it hot? And then it just melts all the M&Ms. Just do handfuls of M&Ms while you eat handfuls of popcorn. That's mine. One, then the other. And yeah, peanut butter M&Ms, such a good way to do that. Hot tamales and popcorn is also fire, Basm. Like, such a good Such a good call. Yeah, Ramona was being a whiny baby, so I picked her up, and now she's just like twitching her tail like she's gonna attack me, but she's just sitting here. So I don't know what's gonna happen next. Stay tuned for next week's episode of Dragon Ball.
This is the part of a Dragon Ball fight where they're just staring at one another and they're about to start powering up.
Ramona, do your best Goku, do your best Vegeta scream. She's upset. Hell yeah, I saved up 5,000 points to get Ramona for free. 100%. That's the way to be. Yeah, okay. Popcorn on its own. I love popcorn. So when I'm watching a movie, like, and I really want to get into it, like, I wish I didn't have any popcorn while I watched Borat 2. I wish I had. It would have been perfect. But man.
I gotta watch Borat 2.
Oh, fuck, dude. You gotta watch it. So good. Enjoyed the hell out of that. Perfect satire.
Is that only on Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is Borat? No, we're not going to discuss Borat 2 because Kyle hasn't seen it, but next week we'll talk about it for sure at the end.
Next week we can talk about it. But in the meantime, since we are shifting a little bit to cinema, Jake, we need to discuss the blessing that is Hubie Halloween.
I was going to say I never thought I'd hear the words cinema and Hubie Halloween in the same sentence. But honestly, okay, what saved this movie for me? The Swiss Army thermos. So dumb, but so funny. I couldn't get enough of it. Because it's like, you knew it was going to be his answer for everything.
My get out of jail free card.
Yeah. Okay, also, why did he have a speech impediment? Like, it felt like a Waterboy, but there was no, like, okay, so Waterboy, he had a speech impediment, right? And that was one of the reasons he was kept home. But this, it just kind of felt like it was the butt of a joke the whole time.
It's like he watched too much Trailer Park Boys and was trying to consistently do an impression of Bubbles.
It was like a shitty Bubbles impression the whole time.
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah.
You always talked out of the corner of his mouth the whole time.
Yeah. I don't really know. It's just like, it was by far and away the most, like, just do your normal voice.
Just talk, dude.
We know that we know this is just a cash grab.
Dude, and the thing, you have to make a certain amount of movies for Netflix, we get it. And this is what you're going to do? Was this the movie he threatened to make, though? What do you think of that? Do you think this is the movie he threatened to make for not getting nominated for an Academy Award?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
6 minutes in, I thought, wow, this is it.
Have you seen The Ridiculous Six? Because I thought it was that. I thought he went back in time and made that.
I've never seen The Ridiculous Six.
It is literally one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Oh, well, now I don't really want to.
You should. You should expose there is a scene that is fucked up. That, like, I laughed at it because I was just like, what the fuck is happening right now? And it was Taylor Lautner's getting hanged. He's getting hanged.
Thank you.
But he has, like, a really thick neck is their excuse. And he's just swinging. And he's using the momentum. So he's just hanging from a noose, just, like, swinging around, laughing, having a great time. And I'm like, what the fuck am I watching right now?
Wow.
Yeah. Overall, though, that movie's terrible. This had its moments. Most of them, it was mostly absolute utter shit. And I wish that I had drank, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 bottles of tequila before I watched this, but just so I'd have an excuse for why it is the way it is. I think, are you familiar with the app Letterboxd?
No.
It's like a social media app, but exclusively for like rating movies and doing movie reviews and stuff. So it's like,
Oh, yes.
yeah, much more organic than like the reviews you'll see other places. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, what are my friends rating this? Of the 2 people that I follow on Letterboxd, one gave it a 4 out of 5. The other gave it a 3 out of 5. And both like written reviews weren't that bad. I gave it a 3 because I'm like, it could have been much worse, but it could have been much better. It was a middle of the road Adam Sandler. It was no, it was no Big Daddy or Billy Madison or Happy Gilmore, but it was definitely not Ridiculous Six or fucking You Don't Mess with the Zohan.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Do you regret?
The Zohan is the worst one.
It's so bad.
Like, that one is by far his worst work. Like, I don't do this, but I turned it off. I couldn't keep watching such a shitty movie.
It's so bad.
Like, usually movies I'm willing to, like, okay, fine. Got to put a little bit more up on the suspension of disbelief. Whatever. I'll just roll with it. Just roll with it. No, not that one. Hubie Halloween. As far as out of 10, what would you rate it out of? Well, probably 6.
I'd give it a flat 5. Middle of the road. 5? I'd give it a 5. Not great, not bad. Just like what you're gonna get from Adam Sandler when he's writing a movie now.
Yeah. I think 3.
Yeah. I can see that. I can totally understand that.
I mean,
as soon as he started introducing Kevin James into his movies, they really took a downhill turn. Like, let's be honest. As soon as Kevin James became the Chris Farley of his movies, it was like, oh boy, this is just so bad. Like, holy shit. In a very stereotypical Adam Sandler fashion, we had a woman who is wildly more attractive than him play his love interest.
Exactly. Like, always. Sometimes I just wonder if he's just sitting there like, I see him. Who do I want to make out with?
Yeah, it's gotta be, right? And the thing that blows my mind is he has people like Steve Buscemi. He does like legitimately good movies. He did Boardwalk Empire, which was like a good Showtime show.
Don't give me the Steve Buscemi's or any of that. What about Rob Schneider? Okay,
this is the only way Rob Schneider gets work.
Yeah, either this or his shitty show, Real Rob.
That lasted like a season, and it was so bad.
Yeah.
I once heard someone say that Adam Sandler just makes movies to have fun with his friends, and honestly, I believe that. And like, I'm not gonna fault him for that. That's what blows my mind, is he gets so much money to make movies with his friends, making stupid fart jokes, doing nothing, with the loosest, most generic plot ever. Okay, Mr. Dr. Person Man dropping that 6 South Park reference in there. Rob Schneider is a carrot. But
I would do what he's doing too, as far as making movies with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
But I would still like
maybe put a little
shred
effort
of dignity.
Put a little effort into it,
Yeah.
The duo.
Damn.
I never watched The Do-Over. I heard that was actually pretty good. I actually really liked Blended, which was the most recent Drew Barrymore Adam Sandler movie. I think when Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler do movies together, it's good. You got 50 First Dates. Wow. Wedding Singer's a fucking banger. That movie's legitimately, that's a top tier Adam Sandler movie for me.
I watched the full thing for the first time about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I had seen like portions that were on like TBS over the course of my life, but I had never seen the whole thing front to back until a couple weeks back.
Julia Gulia.
Huh?
Julia Gulia.
Yeah. Julia Gulia?
All the 80s references were so bad. That was made in like that was made in like the late 90s or mid to late 90s, and they were just like taking pot shots, and I loved it. The best thing about that movie is the old woman that pays him in meatballs to teach her how to sing. Like, that's
Yeah.
wholesome as fuck. That's nice. It's like, why can't we get more stuff like that in Adam Sandler movies?
And she's also sitting there like doing chin bar.
Yes, exactly. You know, she weighs like 80 pounds and she's doing chin ups. Or whatever the fuck she's doing. Oh my god. Oh man. Like, Ray Liotta, he was in Goodfellas, man. he's done like iconic movies. He's worked with Scorsese. He's worked with Jonathan Demme, the guy that did fucking Silence of the Lambs. So he's like, you know what? I'm gonna play the bully in an Adam Sandler movie. That sounds
No
great.
shit, like a childhood bully, but just an adult. Like,
Who's like,
sorry, you're not that. You're not that anymore.
No,
you are old.
You are like 50.
It just comes across like you look like a jerk old man.
Yeah, this is like psychopath stuff. This is definitely stuff Adam Sandler is still working through. Like, God. And then fucking Michael Chiklis plays a priest? What? Gosh.
God. Oh my gosh, I almost scrolled down on your like I have the stream pulled up and I almost scrolled down where it is. Yeah, so anyway, what do you think what do you think about how the tone was set so early on with the fake vomit?
Oh my god.
That was when time started to dilate exponentially for me.
Yes.
And I could feel myself slipping into the wormhole. My entire molecular structure started to discombobulate and disorganize from itself. It was only for me to reappear on the other side, a changed man.
Have I been watching this for 6 minutes or 6 years? I can't tell.
It was really...
It was...
That was the point right there.
Yep.
Where I was like, okay, we're in for a ride.
Gosh. Like, Kenan Thompson? What the fuck, man? Also, can we just acknowledge that Tim Meadows' character was named Mr. Lester Hennessy? Mr. and Mrs. Hennessy, and they were the only people of color in this movie. Like, Jesus Christ, man! What the fuck? God.
A little better, Adam.
God. Him talking about boner, like, so many boner jokes, like the lowest brow boner jokes. I'm down for a clever boner joke, okay? That's what I want.
While I passed through the eye of the needle, I happened to catch a glimpse of a 3D space from a 4D perspective. And I saw frames that involved him doing the robot and pretending to be an animatronic when he very clearly
was human.
Ran into something.
God,
I just did not that part right there. Sent my entire mindset into a tailspin.
Immediately, and it's just like,
yeah.
And there is literally no chemistry between him and her in Julie Bowen whatsoever. She's there to get fucking paid, man.
Yeah.
And
ain't that the truth? She has like 4 lines in the whole fucking movie.
She does. And one of those lines is, I've had a crush on you since 3rd grade. When he told her he had a crush on her since 4th grade. Why? I don't know. Just cause. He's a nice guy.
It's the Adam Sandler character that gets the girl.
Why?
I think it would have been hilarious if... I just once, I want him to just have this non-formulaic setup where it's like, oh my gosh, it's Veronica Vaughn, right? And she winds up getting with the bus driver or something. You know, like...
That'd be better.
Not his character.
Not. Yeah, exactly. Also...
She's just like, ew, gross. You're like a fucking psycho.
You're hanging out with literal children.
You have to go through an extremely accelerated class.
You know what's really fucked up? They actually beat the shit out of those kids with dodgeballs in Billy Madison.
They deserved it. They have to go through some abuse to get paid, right?
God. Real quick, real heartfelt out there. I appreciate it. Mach saying that he missed the last couple weeks of podcasts, and man, he missed it. Happy. It's a good time, especially in these pandemic times. I appreciate it. I always look forward to it every Monday. Makes it a lot easier to get through the week.
Yeah.
It's also my Saturday for work, so it's also nice. I dig it.
Oh, hell yeah.
But man, what a terrible movie. I've been watching a Halloween or horror movie every day this month. It was easily the worst thing I've watched. Easily. I wish I could have gotten this time back. I might go back and change my review, give it 2 stars, maybe 1 out of 5. This is so bad.
I need to figure out how I'm going to watch. There's 2 movies I want to see before Halloween now. One is Sinister.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Because people are, I don't remember where I saw it, but it was like
that list of like,
there was a study done or something like that where it's like, this is the scariest movie of like recent releases or whatever.
It raises your heart rate the most.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what the whole study was it was like these movies increase the heart rate the most. And with Sinister, it was the music stings and the way they present the monster. It's very good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I'm gonna mute for just a sec. Hang on.
Yeah, it's between that and Hereditary that I want to see as well.
Okay, Hereditary's fucking fire. I love Hereditary. I mean, you've seen Midsummer, right?
Yeah.
Same director.
Same director. I think I have Hereditary as one of my Amazon Prime movies that I can watch.
Mm-hmm. It's a free movie. Well, it's included in a Prime subscription right now, so it's a good time.
I wonder if Sinister's on there too. For those of you looking for a dope movie to watch, like just a badass, like, oh yeah, brothers, sort of like fun, but like thriller, like just, I don't know. It has scary elements, but it's not scary.
Hit me.
Sort of thing. Overlord. Ooh, boy,
okay.
Do I love that movie.
Here's the thing about Overlord. Not enough action horror movies in the world. Right?
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Have you seen 30 Days of Night?
Yes.
That's what I got. I got the same vibe from Overlord. I'm like, this is brutal. This is not really scary. It's just fucking brutal and action-packed, and I'm here for it. Yes.
That's perfect. That's exactly what I thought too. Like, damn. Oh. I love that movie so much.
That's a good call. That's a good suggestion for people to watch. That's a really good call.
And I feel like it's overlooked.
It is. It really is. It went right under the radar. It came out and nobody saw it, which is disappointing.
Too bad.
You know, action horror, 28 Days Later. Another great.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. 28 Weeks Later fucking sucked. Other than the opening scene. The opening scene for it was really good, but
I was gonna say the opening scene where she like goes to kiss the guy.
Yeah, dude.
Oh god.
So good.
And like the transformation that whole scene right there where it's just like, oh my god, it's happening again.
Yep. That was good. That was really
yes.
good. But yeah, 28 Days Later, amazing through and through. Really solid.
You know, I wouldn't mind talking about what's just been posted in the chat.
Yeah, that's like honestly the only big gaming news of the week, right? Other than that fucking wad from Stadia making that comment about streamers.
Yeah.
We don't even need to talk about that. We won't even acknowledge that fuckwad. What an elitist asshole. That is, when I hear elitist, that's what I fucking see. But yeah, so someone made an actual Xbox Series X fridge, and it looked awesome. I want one. You open that fucker up and it's green.
How am I supposed to find my Mountain Dew in there when
It
the
blends
whole
in.
thing's lit up green? It'll blend in too well. It's got like camouflage.
That's about all I got on the Xbox fridge. It looked cool. I like it. I thought it was a cool idea. But I want a PS5 router now. If we're gonna really get into this, let's fucking do it. Double down.
Give me the PS5 router and the Xbox Series X fridge. I don't want the actual consoles, but I
No.
just want them.
Oh man. Also in the chat, we're getting to the end, so you know what? I'll talk about it. That game was fucking miserable to watch. I was just stressed out for like so long. Not a good
The
time.
Seahawks game.
Yeah.
I did not watch it.
Good. You lucky bastard.
I was too exhausted.
I got exhausted watching it.
I bet.
I have DK Metcalf on my fantasy team, and the pass that would have won them the game would have got me a lot of points. But more holding, which is something that's really fascinating for me, right? So it's totally fine for Tyler Lockett to dive and take a dude out at the knees. But the guy who slightly held on to a uniform, that's bad. I get it.
Yeah.
I also don't get why Buddy Butta, whatever the fuck Baker, didn't get thrown out of the game when he did a helmet-to-helmet hit on Russell Wilson. But, you know, to each their own. Let the fuckwad go in and do as many helmet-to-helmet hits as he wants, I guess. I'm not salty about anything.
No salt here.
I just think that, you know, that Andy Dalton hit was bad. That was, like, bad.
Yeah. I honestly didn't see that either. I was up on a roof for most of Sunday.
Oh my God, why? Were you roofing?
No.
Okay, good.
But so my mom's garage, she has like, she's been trying to convince insurance, like, hey, you need to pay for this new roof because of the storm damage, right?
Yep, of course.
And they've been resistant.
Of course.
And so she's had adjusters out and all that.
God.
Well, it's still taken a while, so we had to get a tarp for the top of the roof because it was leaking.
Yeah, because there's a hole in it because of the fucking derecho. Sorry, keep going.
So I had to get up there, and she had these like long wooden, just long wooden tracks, essentially, where we pre-nailed them so that the nails were already in there.
Yeah.
And then we, I got up there and I was just nailing them down one by one.
Yeah.
So I wasn't up there for long, but the process of getting the actual tarp up on the roof and then positioned right and like making sure it's tucked in so that it's not blown away or any of that stuff. That was quite a ways.
It takes fucking time.
After that, I was just exhausted, so I just went to bed basically.
You didn't miss much. A lot of games. It wasn't as good a game as there weren't any games this weekend that were as good as the Thursday game, but
yeah. First place, 2 wins. Let's fucking go.
I fucking love it, dude. And then
2-4-1 is good enough for first in the NFC East.
Dude, fucking Washington out there stomping the Cowboys.
Yes.
Just like
I could not believe it.
Just really getting in there, man. I loved it.
I you know what happened to all the cowboy like simps out there? This is our year. Are just like, oh, we're here to the Cowboys have the, you know, on paper it's the best fucking team in division history or whatever. And it's like,
that's
okay.
Nice. Can they win games?
Can they win anything?
No, they can't, man.
I mean,
there were commentators talking about it yesterday that with the expanded playoffs, if they continue to play this way, the NFC West could have their entire division in. There's a potential that the entire division could be in the playoffs. Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
How is that? Because isn't it just 2 wild cards and then? Oh wait, no, it's 3 wild cards.
Yep.
And the 4 division winners, right?
Yep. It's possible, which is hilarious. It is a tough division right now.
Real tight. Well, actually,
Tight.
is it really though?
It is. Everyone has a record. The lowest record's San Fran with 4-3.
Well, I mean, it's San Fran, so what do you expect there?
I mean,
not any good, so.
they just keep losing Mostert, and then they don't even use McKinnon. They're like, we were going to rest him. Our plan was to rest him the whole time.
Yo, I was low-key furious with McKinnon, or with Mostert going down.
Dude, and then you tried to get fucking McKinnon, and then Chase got him. I'm so pissed oh my god, but how funny was that though, dude? I dropped him, and I'm like, oh fuck. I tried to pick him up again. And then, because I haven't lost any games yet, I didn't get him. And then...
I was going to say, I just keep winning.
Yeah.
So
I just keep... Yeah, it's tough. Every time I try and get anyone on the waivers, I never get them, because everyone else gets to go before me. It fucking sucks.
Yeah, because I'm winning so much. Yeah. You and I have a similar problem where we just keep winning.
It's so frustrating. Holy shit! How about Jordan's points though this week? My God.
I was honestly very pissed off about that because I was like, okay, I'm gonna win. I want to get my coveted most points for the week plus the season back. I just have to do better than him by like however many points.
Yep.
No.
I was down on him by like 30. Now I'm down on him by like 130.
Yeah.
Because
also, I almost made a meme because I happened to notice something about your a little 6-0 record.
Yeah.
There, bud.
Yeah.
The points against is so weak.
It's not my fault. No one scores points against me. I have the 3rd highest points in the league. It's not like I don't score points.
I know. I agree with you.
I just saying, nobody scores against.
Yeah, nobody scores. Is like
they have their worst weeks ever against me.
Low points against this far into the season.
That's all I'm saying. The only person who actually scored decent points against me was Jordan, and then I still pulled it out with a kicker. Because I got fucking Will Lutz, baby.
I'm looking forward to this next week and putting Jordan back in his place. Making sure he understands he is 2nd place in the AFC. Which, by the way, the AFC...
crushing it this year, dude.
This year. Way better than the NFC.
Yeah, this is wild. This is like a first. I also love seeing Admiral Akbar lose so much. Like, big fan.
It's wild.
It's disgusting. He just keeps having terrible weeks.
Oh, yeah, he has some. It's.
And then fucking Deontay Johnson, dude. I died.
Yeah.
Oh my god, man.
Like, he didn't just put him on his bench.
He fucking dropped him.
Released him.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's okay. He has such a bad record. He can pick him up again. I bet that's his plan.
Well, maybe. I would maybe drop a defense for him.
Yeah,
I don't know,
more than one defense
and put the Colts back in.
I mean, why not, dude?
Sounds logical.
Makes sense to me.
Or maybe that Higby. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw you pick up Higby. I saw you pick up Hugs. I thought about what's his name?
Ruggs.
Hugs. Saw you pick up Ruggs. I was really considering him.
Mm-hmm.
Good pick, man.
I liked his upside, but God.
I picked up Fulgham because, I mean, Carson doesn't have anyone else to throw to. Why the hell not?
Well, not only that, but he's like the only guy he does throw to.
Exactly. Well, I mean, who else is he going to throw to?
I think Richard Rodgers.
Yeah, exactly.
third string on the Eagles was second string on the Packers a year ago.
Rip.
But hey, now he's first string.
Yup, you know.
Goddard gone. Ertz done for the season.
Alshon Jeffrey hurt.
This whole season, there's just been a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
I agree with Jordan there. But,
yeah. So many ACLs torn, dude.
ACLs, high ankle sprains,
hamstring, hammies,
guys that get into fucking fistfights a day before the game,
and
like
then
Michael Thomas,
and then they pulled their hammy at practice like an idiot,
and then somehow they score points. What?
Yeah, that was hilarious. That was some bullshit.
I didn't understand that. Well, he's back to 0.
Good.
I don't know what the hell. Maybe
it was just a glitch, probably.
Probably, but I did think that was funny.
That was funny. Probably gonna. I think we should wrap it up, but I want to mention that last week I had 79 points scored against me, and I won with 130. That was an organic dab for you there. I've had some rough last couple weeks, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Actually, and before we go, I want to bring something up too.
Hit me.
So I want to make sure. Will we be on before? Okay. Yes. So next, we can bring it up next time. But I'll say it now. If you have not already, go out and vote.
Fucking vote.
Please. For the love of God, go out and vote.
Vote. Make the right decision. Do the right thing. As Spike Lee would say. Like, there is an obvious person you should vote for. And you know. I don't even need to say who it is. May or may not be the person who had no control of 225,000 people dying for no fucking reason. Go out and vote.
Or secret Chinese bank accounts, or makes fun of mentally handicapped reporters, or, has to pay off porn stars, grabs women by the pussy. It's not that guy.
It's not that guy. Fun fact.
Jeb Bush.
It's not Jeb Bush either. Please clap.
Please sub.
That's me. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Check out, you can catch me at Jake the Mayor on every social media platform. You can get Cal at Humble Halfwood on Twitter, dropping some fire recently. You can check out our Twitter at Hogtied Productions. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Later, skaters.
Bye.